There was a garden where man walked beside his God. Every tree a hymn, every fruit communion sweet. Adam and Eve breathed the very breath of heaven. The earth pulsed beneath their feet like the heartbeat of the King. But the serpent whispered poison in that sacred place, and trust was broken like a scroll torn in two. They were banished from the garden, exiled from the light. First family made refugees, first wound of sacrifice. Yet God called Abraham, leave your land behind. Walk toward the country that my hands designed. 400 years they waited for a land not yet their own, till Egypt swallowed them in slavery's bitter storm.
We are wanderers, strangers from the stars above, pilgrims walking barefoot on the roads awaiting love.
Heirs of promises eternal,
Written on the wind,
captives of hope, bound by light within, waiting for the jubilee when dawn breaks at the end. Moses raised his staff and split the sea in two. Joshua will cross the Jordan, Jericho fell by grace. In Canaan they live not by rivers tamed by man, but by the falling rain that comes from heaven's hand. 7 times 7 years the jubilee would sound. The land is mine, declared the voice eternal. Families reclaimed what hunger stole away. The slaves returned to freedom, the oppressed could breathe again.
we are wanderers, strangers from the stars above, pilgrims walking barefoot on the roads awaiting love.
Heirs of promises eternal,
Written on the wind,
captives of hope, bound by light within, waiting for the jubilee when dawn breaks at the end. But Israel forgot and exile came to Babylon. 70 years they wept by foreign rivers flowing. Yet God weaves his promises with threads of eternity. They returned to Zion, but found no lasting rest. When the time was full, the Son of Man came down. He tore down every wall, made his kingdom universal, not measured by borders, but where I make my home. The cross became the banner planted on Calvary's stone.
Return to your stronghold, O prisoners of hope. Today I declare that I will restore to you double. Zechariah chapter 9, verse 12.
Like Joshua before the walls of Jericho, we see giants standing that we cannot overthrow. But the victory's not ours, not our sword nor our bow. It's the shout of the eternal that brings the fortress low. Christ conquered the grave. He broke the final door. He promises, I'm coming back, prepare your heart once more.
We are wanderers, strangers from the stars above, pilgrims walking barefoot on the roads, awaiting love.
Heirs of promises eternal,
Written on the wind,
captives of hope, bound by light within, waiting for the jubilee when dawn breaks at the end, where the river of life winds through the trees, where God plants his dwelling, no sorrow, no disease. New earth, the promised homeland calling. New earth, where God is our everything.
captives of hope, walking toward the dawn. Captives of hope.